Hi, it's Timo. Welcome to Norwich City Central.
Hello everybody, Lewis, Norwich City Central. I hope you're all doing well. This is the big one. Norwich City travel away to Tottenham in the FA Cup round of 16. Norwich City hoping to pull some magic out of the FA Cup. I'm really delighted to say I'm going to be going to this game, so expect a match day vlog and a lot of content around it. I've got myself a couple of tickets and yes, really looking forward to this game. Let's hope Norwich City can pull an FA Cup shock. There's some statistics for you. Norwich City have not got this far in the FA Cup before since 2012. We've been dreadful in the FA Cup, haven't we? And if we can beat Tottenham, then it's going to be the furthest we've gone in the FA Cup since 1992. And I can definitely tell you I wasn't alive to see that. So it's a fantastic opportunity for Norwich City and Daniel Farke's men to cause an upset and to take us on an FA Cup journey. Norwich City have had pretty terrible cup runs. We've never really seen our team get to a quarter or a semi-final. Look at Aston Villa, they get into the final in the League Cup. So we could see a cup run, and if we do get relegated, which is probably likely, then what a distraction the FA Cup can be, and it can take us in a magical place. You look at Wigan in 2013 when they got relegated and they won the FA Cup thanks to a 90th minute winner. And despite Wigan getting relegated, Wigan fans said that was kind of their best moment in their history. And let's see what Norwich City can do. It's going to be a really interesting game, this one. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Let me know if you're going down in the comment section. I'd love to hear your score prediction and thoughts going into this massive game. Let's talk about Tottenham first. Tottenham have had a very interesting season. Probably out of all the teams in the league, probably the most eventful. Coming off the back of a Champions League final, the second best team in Europe. And then everything got dismantled under Pochettino. Pochettino left, Jose Mourinho came in. And despite a good start, Tottenham are struggling now. Injuries are not helping them, of course. Their two main players, their two best players, Harry Kane and Heung-min Son, are both out, which is good news for Norwich City. Both attacking players who contribute a lot of goals to the team. So there's a real opportunity here. And if you want to play Tottenham at a time, then you want to play them without Harry Kane and Son, their two main players. But Tottenham have still got very dangerous players. Lucas Moura, very quick winger, and Bergwijn as well. These are both, players who are going to be in striking areas who are quick and pacey. So Ben Godfrey and Grant Hanley are going to have to be aware of that. And Dele Alli is a one as well. I don't think Dele Alli is necessarily our best midfielder in the England team. I think Grealish, Maddison are probably better midfielders. But what Dele Alli is great, and you watch him. He's great at drifting in the box. He's great at making late runs in the box and winning headers. And he might be anonymous in a game, then suddenly a cross will come in and Dele Alli will be unmarked in the area and score. So we're going to have to be aware of Dele Alli's runs. They've got a pretty tight defence for Tongan and Toby Alderweireld. But I think Hugo Lloris is out as well, their number one goalkeeper. And Gazaniga is going to come in, and I'm not necessarily been impressed by him. So there's a real opportunity for Norwich City. But of course, we're still going to be the underdogs. As for Norwich, coming off the back of a 1-0 win over Leicester, it's going to be very interesting to see what team we play. As I'm recording this, Daniel Farke's press conference hasn't been released, so I don't know if there's been any other injury changes. I will put it up there now if there has been. But Christoph Zimmerman and Tim Klose are still out, although Klose is close to returning. And Onel Hernandez is pretty much out until the end of April. So those injuries don't help us. We're pretty much only got 4 defenders, if you include, of course, Sam Byram now, who's been injured until the end of the season. We've really been unlucky with injuries, haven't we? So that means we've kind of got only 4 defenders, and Lewis, Aarons, Hanley and Godfrey are all going to have to play at the back. You've got a couple of options in the central defensive midfield area. I'd love to see Mario Ranchitz get given a chance. And then you've got, on the left you typically play Todd Cantwell or Onel Hernandez. It's probably going to have to be Todd. And then I'd like to see Buendia start, and maybe even Stupin. Up front, you could go with Pukki, although he is looking tired. Maybe go with Josip Djurmic. It's a tough one. But I've got every faith Daniel Farke can now get the team selection right. Emi Buendia coming back into the team has made a real difference to Norwich City Football Club. So yeah, this is a huge game, and 9,000 fans are going to be travelling to Tottenham, which is absolutely incredible. Typically the allocation for Premier League away games, there'll be about 3,000 fans in the Tottenham away, and there's going to be 9,000. That's 3 times more. That's huge. And hopefully we can bring a lot of noise, a lot of colour, and hopefully those extra fans and the extra noise can give the players an extra 10% to drive them on. Looking at our other 2 games against Tottenham earlier on in the season, a 2-2 draw at Carrow Road, a game which we could have won if we had better game management in the last 10 minutes. And then in January, we lost 2-1 to Tottenham away from home with, I think it was Son who scored a late winner in that game through a lucky deflection. So I think in both games, the games have been finely balanced. Probably both games deserve to be a draw. So it's going to be interesting, this one, but Mourinho is going to want to take the FA Cup very seriously. Tottenham's main criticism is that they don't win enough trophies, and Tottenham, I can't see them getting top 4 football, so I think Mourinho is going to prioritise this game, and it's going to be hard because of it. But I've got every faith Norwich City can pull an upset in this game. So yeah, really looking forward to this game. My score prediction is going to be a tough one. I'm going to go with my heart though and say Norwich City win this one 2-1. Yes, really looking forward to it. As I said, 9,000 fans travelling to Tottenham. I think that's our biggest away following of the century if you exclude the Wembley trip. So yes, really excited for this one, and let's hope Norwich City can pull an upset, and the magic of the cup is very much alive. Thanks for watching this video. I'm going to be going to the game, so look out for the match day experience, look out for a lot of content throughout the game. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Norwich City Central, and I'll see you later.